I think we've got his touch map actually, Curtis Jones, because this will be a big night. It'll be one that he's really pleased with. He's been frustrated in so many performances where he's been really impressive in Europe this season.
Do you know where he's
just
been
shows
great,
he was all
Pete?
over the place.
Do you know where he's been great? In tight situations, keeping possession of the ball. He's looked strong on the ball, turning in tight areas, which is so important to go forward, to get beyond the lines. And you look at that. That's quite sensational.
That screams to me brave. You know, in terms of it, he was excellent against Leeds. We dropped 2 points. The lads would have been thinking, "Oh, this is a tough game tonight." The atmosphere, they're absolutely up into Milan, thinking they can beat us. He's brave to want to get on the ball in tight areas. He doesn't panic at all. So I thought he was really. I thought he was outstanding. I thought they all were in there. You know, him, McAllister, Gravenberg. I thought was outstanding. Szoboszlai, what position was Szoboszlai playing? Because he was absolutely everywhere, wasn't he?
Yeah. 67 completed passes of the 70 he attempted, Curtis Jones.
Wow.
Is that just a case of him stringing those games together? He's another one that falls into that category of, you know, so much promise and then he'll pick up a niggle and miss 3 games.
Yeah, and I get that, the way people look at him. So all the time he keeps coming in, seems like he's got to keep proving himself to everybody, and I deserve it, because, you know, people go on about Ryan and Dominik and Alexis. They're the 3. This boy's breaking that mould. This boy is making it said that, no, I should be playing, because what he's doing and he's shown in the games is that he can break those lines. He can get the ball in that tight area and turn. The way you see a lot of other players, other top players in other teams, and I think he's done that, and he's shown, hey, no, I can be in this team by my own right. I thought he's been terrific.
I think there's only an injury that'll take him out of the team.
I totally agree.
To himself, because of how well he's playing, and like you say about breaking that midfield 3, it felt like, who can? I don't see him as a squad player. I see him as a first team player. I go, right, yeah, absolutely. I seen if his name isn't on the team sheet now for the weekend, I'd be surprised, thinking he must have got a niggle because of how well he's playing. He's enjoying himself. But
at times, the thing that can stop Kerkez being a better player is Kerkez, because sometimes he gets carried away by how well he plays, and we all talk about him, and then the next game. No, I'm not talking going forward. He's got to make sure, no, I do it again and again, because sometimes he has that extra touch. Tonight it was extra the right touches in the right areas.
But this is how you build momentum as a team, right? Because you need that competitive tension. It can't just be, oh, you've got those 3 midfielders and they're set in stone. It can never be like that, because it has to be that you're on your toes all the time. And I think that's what, for example, Inter are trying to get now. They're trying to get some of these kids through to push the likes of Thuram and Martinez and some of those midfielders, because for a long time you knew what that Inter midfield was going to be. So they've brought in Sucic and guys like that, and that's where Liverpool always have to be at. That every position you look at on the pitch, you think, well, actually, you know, apart from Alisson, who's, you know, as good as there is, but you look at all those positions and think, okay, well, you do need to be pushed, and you do need to earn your place in every single game if you can.
The one place that you will not gain from somebody is Dominik Szoboszlai at the moment, who, you know, the lads were talking about it before, can play any position. You know, phenomenal. He's 8, 9 out of 10 every week, steps up in the crucial moment, wins the game for his team. Yeah,
and I watched him a lot for Salzburg and for Leipzig, and the thing that was really interesting about him is that, the energy. I mean, you come through that kind of Salzburg-Leipzig school. They play a very similar type of football, those two. There's a lot of the same kind of coaching ideas. Really vertical, really hard-running football. So he came to Liverpool with all that stuff wired in. He downloaded it all already. And so I think he's just grown in confidence. He trusts his technique more now, I think. The way he strikes the ball is just unbelievable. I mean, the penalty, for example, you're talking about a goalkeeper that's saved from Kylian Mbappe at a major tournament. You know, Jan Sommer is a really good penalty killer, has been for a long, long time. And he goes the right way. And it's not in the corner, but he's absolutely smashed the thing. And I think he should score more goals. I think the goal he scored at Ellen Road at the weekend, great example of that, because you expected him to absolutely leather it. He just passes it into the corner. I think there's a lot more to come from him. I think he's taken on that extra responsibility from being the Hungary captain. I think there's a world-class midfielder in the making there, if he's not there already. I think he's a really exciting talent.
That's Liverpool's latest ever away goal in Champions League, by the way, Dominik Szoboszlai. Let's take a look at his heat map, winning goal, I should say, the one that settled the game tonight. Melzi's, you kind of run out of superlatives in a time where adversity has been a consistent part of Liverpool's season. He has been Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, he has. He's played in positions maybe that he's not wanted to, but has done for the good of the team. Kev's mentioning there about he's getting to levels now where he is being spoken about as one of the best midfield players in world football, and that's because of the consistency that he's given this Liverpool team time and time again. And you can see his heat map there. Yes, he's in good areas in the opposition half and sort of right to centre, but he'll get back defensively. How many times do you see him back defensively and thinking that's Szoboszlai in his own box getting back? And it's credit to him that he's a football player who's enjoying himself at the level he's found himself, and the game just can't come quick enough for him. He'll be desperate for the next game, and it's enjoying these games, being able to influence such a big game like this against Inter Milan.
Future captain.
Big shout.
You see it, and I know you got Virgil and maybe Robbo, but this guy plays every week. He's as we said with Kerkez, but this fella has been our best player by quite a distance. And you see, look at his face the other night against Leeds. There was a clip. He was furious after the game, and that's what you want. You want your players, particularly your big players, your leaders. And I can see, obviously, in the next couple of years he stays. You can see him a captain in the making, and I think it will. I think he'll. I think he'll be a good leader.
There was a moment right at the end of the game where Bradley takes one for the team. He nips the ball away and gets clattered as he does it. First person over to congratulate him is Szoboszlai, because he recognised you've taken a whack there to just release the pressure and give us a few extra seconds. And I think you started to see that at Leipzig. He started to take on more and more responsibility. He started to become one of their leaders on the pitch. It was quite a young team as well. And I think he has developed so well. And it's not just about the ball striking and the passing and the energy. It's those intangibles. It's that leadership. It's that he will slide in with a challenge. He will spark other players into life, and he never ever hides either.
Do you know what? Do you know what, Kev? When he first arrived, for 2 or 3 months, he was wow.
Yeah.
You've gone, what have we got here? You've seen all that energy. You've seen the shots from distance all the time. And then he fell off a cliff. Just around about the November, December, he fell off a cliff, and you thought, where's that player gone? It was like a learning process, and all the adulation and the talking about new Steven Gerrard and seemed to affect him. Now it doesn't. Now it's whatever you say, I'm still going to play. I'm still going to dominate in areas of this pitch, and I'm going to accept responsibility on the pitch with the ball. And I think he's done ever so well in that to be so consistent.
Accepting responsibility on the pitch. He's played 90 minutes of of all of Liverpool's 21 games this season. The first to do that in 21 games since Steven Gerrard in 2012. So it kind of backs up the claims that